Hi, wasn't the St. Patrick's Day parade fun?
Yes, I really enjoyed it. This was my first time at this parade. What about you?
I come here every year. My grandparents are from Ireland. We come every year to celebrate our Irish heritage. Is your family Irish?
No, I am from Puerto Rico. My mom is Argentinian and my dad is Puerto Rican.
I didn't know that. How do you celebrate your heritage?
Well, we have Hispanic Heritage Month.
Tell me more about it.
Sure. Would you like to learn more about Hispanic Heritage Month? Come on, I'll tell you all about it.
Each year, Americans observe National Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15 to October 15 by celebrating the histories, cultures, and contributions of American citizens whose ancestors came from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. The observation started in 1968 as Hispanic Heritage Week under President Lyndon Johnson and was expanded by President Ronald Reagan in 1988 to cover a 30-day period starting on September 15 and ending on October 15. The day of September 15 is significant because it is the anniversary of independence for Latin American countries Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. In addition, Mexico and Chile celebrate their Independence Days on September 16 and September 18 respectively. Also, Indigenous Day, or Dia de la Raza, which is October 12th, falls within this 30-day period. Hispanic Heritage Month is very special to me because of my heritage. My mother's family came from Argentina and moved to Puerto Rico. My dad's family is from Puerto Rico. That is where I grew up. I like to celebrate this month because it reminds me of things that I love from my country and it reminds me of my family. It also reminds me of people that I looked up growing up. Now, I want to share with you 3 very important Hispanic women.
Gracias. Gracias. As you can see, I am a ballerina, but not just any ballerina. I am a prima ballerina absoluta. What is that, you may ask? A prima ballerina absoluta is a very talented dancer, considered to be the absolute best dancer of their time. I am Alicia Alonso, Cuban prima ballerina absoluta.
I was born in Havana, Cuba on December 21st, 1920. I started dancing as a child when I took flamenco lessons in Spain. I then took ballet lessons in Cuba, and as a grown-up in New York City at the School of American Ballet. I made my debut in the American Ballet Theater dancing the musical Great Lady. In 1939, I started having eye problems. My condition left me almost blind, but I was able to come back and dance my most famous role, Giselle. I was able to dance because my dancing partners were always where I expected them to be, and I always used lights on different parts of the stage as guides. I had to have many operations to try and fix my eyes, but none were successful. I spent months in bed dancing in my mind and with my hands. Doctors did not want me to dance anymore. They were afraid I would hurt my eyes. But after a scare with a hurricane that broke glass all over my face, but somehow didn't hurt my eyes, my doctor said, "If a hurricane didn't hurt your eyes, neither will dancing." For many years, I danced with many companies as a lead guest dancer. I was also appointed director of the National Ballet of Cuba. Many great dancers came out of this school. I danced well into my 70s. I won many awards and honors. I lived a long life, dying at the age of 98 years old, 2 months before turning 99. Here is a clip of me dancing in Copelia. My character's name is Suanilda, and I am pretending to be a doll named Copelia.
Saludos. Es un placer conocerlos. It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Gabriela Mistral. Well, that was my artistic name. My real name is Lucila Godoy Alcayaga. I am a Chilean poet, diplomat and educator, and humanist. I was the first Latin American to win a Nobel Prize for Literature in 1945. I was a teacher for many years until my poetry made me famous.
I was born in Vicuña, Chile on April 7, 1889. I grew up in a small village called Monte Grande. My teacher was my older sister. My father was also a teacher, but I was raised by my mother and sister. We were very poor. By the time I was 15, I was a school teacher myself. At age 25, I won my first national literary prize. I worked as a teacher, as a director in one of Chile's most prestigious schools for girls, and later as a diplomat. At age 36, I went to live in France and never went back to live in Chile. People called me to talk to universities and educators. I talked about working women in education. One of my favorite places to go to give lectures and to write was the University of Puerto Rico. They named a school after me in Puerto Rico. Towards the end of my career, I moved to Roslyn, New York. I wrote a lot of poems for adults, but I never forgot my love for children. I wrote many children's poems as well. Here's one of my children's poems.
En la isla de Puerto Rico, a la siesta de azul colmada, mi cuerpo quieto, las olas locas, y como 100 madres las palmas. Rompí una niña por donaire, junto a mi boca un coco de agua, y yo bebí como una hija, agua de madre, agua de palma. Y más dulzura no he bebido, con el cuerpo ni con el alma. On the island of Puerto Rico, during the slumber of full blue, my body calmed the waves wild, and the palms like 100 mothers. A child broke through skill, close to my mouth a coconut for water. And I drank like a daughter, water from a mother, water from a palm, and I have not partaken greater sweetness with my body nor with my soul.
My name is Frida Kahlo. I was born in Coyoacán in Mexico City on July 6, 1907. I grew up in a beautiful house called La Casa Azul. I lived there with my 3 sisters, my mother and father, and later as an adult with my husband Diego. I loved animals, so I was always surrounded by my many pets and my beautiful garden.
I am a Mexican painter. I am known for my surreal work. That means that my paintings have a mix of fact and fantasy. I am married to Diego Rivera, another very famous painter that makes huge murals. When I was young, I wanted to be a doctor, but life had different plans for me. When I was young, I became ill, and the illness made my legs weak. When I was 18, I had a very bad accident. I had to be in bed for months. During this time, I started painting to keep myself busy. I no longer wished to be a doctor. Now I knew that I was a painter. A lot of my paintings are self-portraits. 55 out of my 143 paintings are paintings of me. I love Native Mexican culture, so I like to use bright colors with a mixture of realism and symbolism. My paintings have been seen in the United States, Paris, and other parts of the world. I like to draw animals, plants, and express what I feel through my self-portraits. As I got older, I got more sick. I eventually was not able to walk anymore. I became very ill until I could not even leave my bed or paint anymore. I have become one of the most recognized faces in the world. No one can forget my beautiful eyebrows and how I love to wear flowers on my hair.
I hope you've enjoyed learning about these wonderful Hispanic women. I urge you to look up more information about them and find other Hispanic women who have influenced our world and have made me proud of my heritage. As you can see, I have a little bit of each one of them. I'm a teacher, a dancer, and I love flowers. I just finished getting ready to go perform with my dance group. Adios!